Hey guys, it's Remo, and today's question is a question that I would ask myself, and really the best advice that I would give for someone purchasing a property. And that question is, what should be my first purchase? Very important because your first purchase can actually set you up to buy multiple properties after that, or it could limit your ability to purchase in the future. And so, in my opinion, everyone's first purchase should be multifamily. That could either be a duplex, a triplex, or fourplex. Now, that might be controversial because some people might say, well, I don't want to be a landlord and so forth. However, this is from the context of how do I purchase not just one property, but multiple properties. And what's the best way to set up that way? So if you buy a duplex and you live, in my opinion, in the smallest unit and rent out the bigger unit, you're able to generate enough income from the rental income that would help offset your mortgage, whether it's half of it, 75%, or sometimes even all of it. And at that point, you buy that and you kind of just forget about it for a few years, and maybe 5-7 years. And then after those 5-7 years, now you have enough equity where when you come purchase, let's say, another one or your main house, you would obviously be able to refinance it or pull an equity line out of that and now have reserves or money to be able to purchase your next house. And you would be able to purchase your next home as owner occupied with sometimes as little as 5% down. So that's something that's really important. And then when you move out, the second tenant in that scenario would be obviously paying your probably your full mortgage at that point, and then obviously receiving a profit. And that's really important. Now, let's go the other way. If I buy the house first and I say, you know what, later I want to buy an investment, right? What ends up happening is when you buy the investment, at that point, to buy that same duplex, you would have to put, depending on a few factors, but minimum of 20% down. And so for a lot of people, if the duplex, let's say, is $800,000, then you're talking about $160,000 that you have to come up with, right? That's a bigger number versus buying the duplex first with 3.5% or 5% down, and then when you come buy your single family, it's also 5% down. So it allows you to leverage on better terms because both times you purchase it with the intention of owner occupying it, meaning making it your primary residence, right? And naturally you did, because if you bought the units, you lived in one of the units for some time, and then you decided to buy a house, and then you lived in the house. However, when you buy a duplex after you buy your primary residence, what ends up happening is there's more risk assumed by the lender because you're more likely to walk away from that duplex than you are your primary residence. And so that's reflected in the interest rate and in the down payment requirement. So again, for most people, and being a landlord isn't as difficult as it looks, and there's property management companies. You can always reach out to us for any questions and help. We try to be a resource, but always purchase, or consider at least purchasing a multi-family first. Again, 2 to 4 units. Live in it for 3 to 7, 10 years, whatever it might be, and then at that point buy a single family residence if that's the direction, or continue to buy units, and within 10 years of doing that multiple times, you're in a really good place. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.